Hello, and welcome to my video on communism versus socialism. Now, you might be thinking, aren't those two exactly the same? Well, they are and they aren't. To use an analogy, you are and aren't the same person you were when you were a kid. Yes, you still are you, but you've grown up a lot since then, which in a way has made you a different person. Similarly, socialism is kinda like communism, but as a baby. Or maybe a better explanation is that socialism is an angsty teenager, transitioning from the capitalism of its youth to the communism of its adulthood. See, both communism and socialism were invented by a guy named Karl Marx. Karl Marx invented socialism as a precursor to communism. It was to be a transitioning phase, leading to the ultimate goal, communism. So, what are socialism and communism? Socialism is, as I said previously, a precursor to communism, designed to lead us to communism. It has similar goals but with milder methods, which is one explanation to why it is more popular today. In a socialist government, the government owns the means for production, although they are still controlled by the worker. All the workers are given wages, and while they are largely determined by need, unlike communism, socialism does take into account hard work and supplies a small compensation for it. The money that is not given to its workers in wage form is used by the government on providing the people with an educational system, healthcare, policing, and fire stations. This money appears as money subtracted from their paychecks as taxes. Socialism is supposedly a democratic system, although the Soviet Union, which was, in fact, socialist, was undeniably led by dictatorships for long periods of time. It is also largely an economic system. Now for communism. While most people associate this word with Stalin and Lenin, they were both, in fact, socialists. They never achieved, if you can call it an achievement, communism. Karl Marx, the founder of both socialism and communism, seemed to hope that a perfect country would be a communist country would be a utopia, perfect society. There are still some people who believe it would be, if it could be achieved. However, these days, it is generally recognized that a Marxist communist state is impossible to achieve due to man's corruptness. For a communist society is one in which there is no private property. That means, like slaves, you own nothing. You have a master too, the state. But don't worry, you, in a sense, are the state. Because communists are pure democrats and decisions are made by mass vote, because what is popular, as a general rule, is always the right thing to do. Each man is given what he needs when he needs it. Even then it is still the state's. No one is rich and no one is poor. None of that religious stuff about heaven and rewards after death. In fact, let's just make that illegal. Okay, so no religion and no property. So while the methods of communism are, well, challengeable, the intentions are decent. The communists want one class to completely crush the other into oblivion. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Oh yeah, it was the poor crushing the rich. That makes it better? Okay, maybe he didn't. Maybe he just wanted to make everybody proletariat. Because, see, he talked about this class tension between bourgeoisie and proletariat, bourgeoisie being the rich, proletariat being the poor. Kind of talks about this tension. He really doesn't seem to like the bourgeoisie. Maybe he just wants to turn them all into proletariat. I don't know. Look, he also had other good motives, okay? Like, he wanted to end work abuse and create equality for all proletariats and by making everyone proletariat. Yeah. So, while socialism leads to communism, there are some notable differences. First, governmental education is free and optional in a socialist society, while the communists, well, kind of force the matter, which is kind of an issue if you disagree with what the school may happen to be teaching. And maybe some people are comfortable with that, but not everyone is. Second, communist governments own everything, while the socialists let you own stuff. The socialist government also owns the means of production. Third, people have religious freedom in a socialist state, while religion is outlawed as mental opium in communist states. Now, for some people that's not an issue, but for other people it seriously is. Fourth and finally, in socialism you get a wage, while in communism you are loaned by the state what you need. So thank you for watching my video. If there's any way I can improve these in the future, please, for the common good, let me know. I want to be socially aware. Peace out, y'all.